Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Monster High unboxing. Now, going into this holiday season, we have our first Monster High gift set, and that is the Monster High Ghoul Spirit. It is a little wide for me to see, so I'll scan back over that way for y'all to kind of get a view of that Ghoul Spirit over there. But it has 6 dolls, which are Torelai, who is normally a Walmart exclusive. It has Frankie with her shaved head, Draculaura, Cleo DeNile, Clawdeen Wolf, and another exclusive, which is Deuce Gorgon, though he's not really super exclusive because he comes in this set. He comes in the 2-pack, the Coffin Bean 2-pack, and the deluxe doll that is available on Amazon. So the coffin or coffee date one is available at Target, and then this one is available at Walmart. So for a while, these have been showing up from scalpers. They were super overpriced, and I had to kind of bide my time because I didn't look into this in stores. I had to wait for Walmart to restock this online. The list price for these at Walmart is $125, which isn't horrible because it basically comes down to like about 19 per doll is about right around there. So it's very cool, but it's also a little on the expensive side. But we do get them all in exclusive outfits with really cool accessories that are very themed to high school. So this is a great way to get 2 exclusive dolls in 1 pack. Not to mention, you get 4 out of 5 of our main girlies. The only one that we're missing from our main crew in this gift set is Laguna, oddly enough. I don't know why they included Torelai instead of Laguna, but I'm grateful because I love Torelai. She's awesome. So this is a great way to get a lot of dolls at a decent price. Now, this may wind up as a Walmart Black Friday special. Not sure, and I didn't want to risk it, so I ordered it online. It got here in like 2 days, which was great, and it's awesome. Let me show y'all the UPC for anybody. Okay, here is the back of the box. It says, "We've got Ghoul Spirit, how about you?" Draculaura and Torelai lead the Fear Leaders in a fantastic cheer as Clawdeen and the Casket Ball team score a victory. Cleo, Frankie, and Deuce cheer from the crowd, ready to haunt out after the game. It's very cool. I like the artwork. It's very basic. It's not really artwork so much as just the dolls posed, which I actually appreciate more because it really shows a lot more of their photability. But here is the UPC for anyone who needs it. Feel free to take a screenshot. And let's take a little bit more of a close look. Now, as you guys can see, mine is a little beat up, and I blame Walmart a little bit for the sticker, but not entirely for the bent corners and things like that, because this was shoved into my Amazon locker by whoever delivered it, which was not a great decision on their part because it took me a hot minute to get it out of that locker. But it's fine. I'm not salty. No. So let's see if this is as easy as most of our dolls to get out of the packaging. So we've got some tape here at the top corners, or not the corners, the where these inserts go in, which we will take those off. And then, of course, there's going to be some more tape along the inserts over here, probably. Like that. So we'll try to do this all in one go. I am not fully confident that this is all going to come off as easily as I hope it will, but we're going to try our best. Also going to try my best not to spill my drink. But, again, not always super confident in that ability. There's a lot more tape on the bottom of the box, which, you know, sometimes I get it, and other times I'm like, why you put so much tape on things? It's like my Staples argument all over again. Too many staples in toys. Children do not have that big of a, like, what's the word? A patience level. But it's all right. We're all adults here. Okay, I think I've got them all cut off. So if I'm right, this should just come right out. Boom, right there. Okay, and there's our little plastic piece, which isn't the end of the world, but I did lose my little, like, staple cutter things, my nippers. But yeah, so now that you can see them a little bit better without the glare from the plastic, they look super cute. Like, I'm excited for these. Do I hope that they kind of surprise us and give us a remake of the Monster High playset? Yes. But really for now, the next big thing that's coming out is going to be the Clawdeen Studio and then the Monster High car. And both of those look really cute. But it is probably going to be another 6 months at least before we get a big playset. Which always makes me a little sad. But I'd rather them not rush it. So, let's try to get these babies out. Let us free them from their plastic prisons. So that way we can discuss them all a little bit more. I'm going to take Deuce out first, because I feel like he's going to be one of the easier ones to discuss. Let's see. Do you have... Yes, you do. You have a waist secure right there. Okay, so the first thing that we have that comes out is this mask. It is slightly transparent, if you can see my finger moving in between there. And it's a mask, so that's kind of fun. We don't very often get doll mask, which is kind of surprising, but also not that surprising. Because, like, why would a doll wear a mask? But it's still really cool. Let's see. There's that one. And then, of course, for some reason, they feel the need to secure his snakes. So here he is. I feel like he's got more of a smirk on this one. I mean, it's obviously still the same face mold. It is a different face paint, but I feel like his eyebrows are more arched. Which, I'm okay with that. I'd love to see a different Deuce with, like flopped snakes, or even, like, articulated snakes, like, with a little piece of wire that runs through them to where you can pose them, however. I feel like that would be a really cool custom for anybody who wants to do one of those and then tag me. So, this is very cool. He's on the same body that we're used to. He's got his articulation. There's something holding his arm on there. But I'm not sure what it is. He's got really heavy cuffs for some reason on the sweatshirt. I think it's to not shove them up, but it also doesn't really work to, like, pull it up to get his arm out. I don't know how his hands fit through, so you're probably going to have to take hands off. this is what his shorts look like. They are a Velcro short, not an elastic. His jumper is is Velcro as well. And now, something that I can't quite get a handle on is his shoes. 'Cause, like, why the high socks? Like, I'm kind of tempted to trim these sock pieces off and just give him, like, regular shoes. Because it looks really weird in my opinion. But I'm also not, like, a zoomer, so I don't get, like, the new fashion trends. But let me show you guys how this little mask thing goes on him and what it looks like before we move on. So I'm gonna just put him on over his snakes. So it would just fit like that. Like, that's where his eyes are. It's kind of fun. It's interesting, I'll say that. I don't know what it has to do with the game. Maybe it's supposed to be like a mascot outfit kind of thing. But it's still very fun. And he stands up really well, which is great. So, moving on from Deuce, we're going to go straight down the line with Clawdeen. Miss Clawdeen Wolf. She's looking very cute. She does not have a waist securer. She does have a head staple, though, which, if you follow my channel, you know I absolutely hate these head staples. Maybe she did have one, because I guess it was in the middle. I just didn't see it. So she's got her hair in like a loose ponytail. And of course, I didn't get any of those staples out. I just pulled them straight out of the plastic. So I'm going to have to fix that. Her hair's a little matted. Just from being in the box. But she's still really cute. And I'm totally digging this little like Monster High basketball uniform. Or casket ball, I guess is what it's called. What we're going to do is we're going to take our little nipper. And we take them like that. And so her earrings can come out. I don't love the way that one's molded, but it's still cute. But she's got kind of a neutral expression on, which I'm not a huge fan of, like, neutral expression dolls, because they kind of have, like, a dead eye look to them sometimes. And she's giving very much, like, Gen 2, like, face, but still fun. And this is kind of a fun little, little piece, and that's, like, this little, like, knee guard sweatband thing. She has what I'm very confused by are either supposed to be socks or leg warmers. I don't know, because they come up. I'm not a huge fan of incomplete socks, just like for the aesthetic, because half the time they don't stay where they're supposed to, so you get a gap when you're posing the doll to like film. But I don't know why her legs don't want to go back a little bit more, but that's weird. But she looks cute. Her hair needs a little bit of fixing. She's got curly hair, but it's not really curly, so it's just kind of ratty in the back because of the box and the way they shove them in. But it's still a really cute Clawdeen doll. This is actually the second Clawdeen doll that I have. I do also have the Creep Over Clawdeen that's coming hopefully today. So hopefully I will get to review that one soon. We also have two accessories for Clawdeen. we have some glasses that are back here. Which are kind of fun. They're like dessert topping glasses. They're supposed to be like a sports glass thing. Like for people that need to wear glasses when they play sports. Those of us without the free subscription to Vision. We do get a Monster High casket ball. It does say Monster High. It's got the little logo on it. It's kind of cute. A little excessive, but still cute. And then we're going to move on to Cleo. Now, Cleo doesn't get a creepover doll, so this will be the only variant for her until we get the like Spooktacular Secrets or whatever the ones with the lockers are going to be called. I always forget the name of that little line that's coming out. She's got a couple of things holding her in. She does unfortunately have some tinsel hair, which I'm never really a fan of when it comes to dolls. Just because the tinsel makes their hair go a little wild. Like already I can feel there's a different texture to this hair, which it's not the fault of the manufacturer. It's just the different type of hair, which makes it feel rattier over the years. Anyone who had like a Gen 1 Nephira or Cleo will know what I'm talking about with that, where unless your hair was really properly maintained, that tinsel hair really does not hold up. She's got a little jacket. There's nothing on the back of it. She's got this really weird little like headband that I'm not super thrilled with, but it's cute, kinda. And it has like I guess it's not attached to this little rubber band. So there's a rubber band that's holding her hair, and then these are stapled into her head. So kind of weird. I thought the rubber band was also attached to the to the headband, but it's not. We have our really cute shoes for Cleo, though. Like, I would have loved to have seen these on the deluxe doll. Like, these are super cute. She's got one of these little, like, jersey dresses, which is kind of fun. I don't know what the 13's for. Usually there's a number, because it's on both of them. Like, it would have made more sense if these came out on, like, Friday the 13th. But it's not the 13th anniversary or something. But it's cute. This is kind of a bad material, though, because it cracks as it ages. And the fact that it's not the same material around the back makes it a little bit worse. They just kind of cheat that to the back of the box. But she's got really cute earrings, too. And she's got a really pretty face on this face mold. Like, her eyes, I think they're glow in the dark. I'm not sure, because they are very cute, but they have a slightly, like, opaqueness to them. So she might have glow in the dark eyes, which I can't remember if the deluxe Cleo does. And then we get a little Monster High pennant. Again, here's our little skull. This is printed on. It's not a sticker. It is only on one side, though. I kind of wish if they were going to do something like this, they would have done the printing on both sides. But still fun. Now, our next girl up is our first cheerleader, Draculaura. Looking very cute, very bubbly, very fun in her cheerleading uniform. This is our third Draculaura that we've gotten already, because we got the Gorgonizer Draculaura, we got the deluxe doll Draculaura, And then this one, there's also the budget line Draculaura, Frankie, and Cleo. And those are available at the non-major retailers. So places like, I think Kohl's and Marshall's and the kind of like more discount stores are going to get the budget dolls, which just basically just have less packaging. They have the same articulation. They have different outfits. They just don't come with as many accessories. But I also have some of those on pre-order through, I believe, one of the online retailers. I can't remember who I ordered them through, so I don't want to misstate. But very cute. Her hair actually does not feel great, surprisingly. That's unexpected from a non-tinsel haired doll. And then I've got, like, it looks oily, right? Like, I don't expect the doll straight out of the box to kind of look like this. Like, this is more like what I would expect from like a thrifted doll, as far as her hair quality, because it feels like they almost put gel in, but then they decided at the last minute not to. But they had already like started spraying hairspray, so I'm just going to give it a quick run through with one of my Fail Fix brushes, just to kind of wind it down a little bit. But it's very pretty. I love this kind of style for her. This is the same kind of hair that she's got for the Holiday Draculaura, which is on a Gen 1 body, not a Gen 3. But I'm excited for these cute little pom-poms, because they are very fun. Like, we haven't seen real, like, plastic molded pom-poms from Mattel in a while. And they're not hollow, which is kind of what I was expecting, so that's great. They just have handholds. Wow, none of these joints feel like they're in the right spot. Her cheerleading outfit is one piece. She doesn't have anything underneath. Quality. I mean, it's okay. It's still a not a vinyl. It's a cotton blend, I think. But as you can tell, like, unfinished edges up there at the top on that kind of lace stuff and on the sides. So this kind of material frays really easily. It is hemmed down here on the bottom, thankfully, so that's nice. But it's not hemmed along the arms or the neck. But she's got really cute shoes. Like, very Draculaura, again with the molded socks. I don't understand it. They can't make up their mind what they want to do with socks in the Monster High universe. But still very fun. I think of the ones so far, I think she's the most, like, on point to, like, her vision kind of the feel. But still very fun. Next one up on the chopping block is Frankie Stein, and they look incredible. Their pronouns are they, them, in the show and the movie. And if you haven't watched the movie, it was actually really cute. People are mad because they don't like any kind of change to the Monster High universe, and they've really got to get over it, because this kind of aesthetic was highlighted when like Panic at the Disco and My Chemical Romance, basically when all of us millennials were emos, that's where this Monster High trending came from. And people just need to let it go. These kids don't dress like that anymore, so we're not going to get that same kind of like gothic vibe as we did back then. They're going to be more colorful, they're going to be brighter, but still very fun. And I don't love this hair because it is not letting me get into Frankie's staples. So, as you can see, they've only got one earring on, and it's like a lightning bolt with a little like skull motto. They've got 2 different colored eyes again. They've got a lightning bolt. This is actually painted and not flocked, so it's not going to wear away over time. So it's pretty cool. And this has actually got a full skirt underneath. So that's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting it. Half of me was thinking this was going to be all one piece. But very fun. And for some reason, they've got these like lime green clear heels on, which is kind of fun, but also a little random. And then we've got our Frankie bionic leg. They've got a couple of scars up on their neck and things like that. Their hair is not very long. So Mattel is capable of giving us these dolls with short hair from the anime, or not the anime, the cartoon. But for some reason they didn't really do it. With Torelai, who in the show has really short hair, and yet she's got like down to her knees. This is kind of one that I was more excited about because it's really fun. Because it's like a Monster High spirit finger. And like that's a big thing in American like sports cheering, is we get these big foam fingers. And it's kind of cool that this is a doll one. It's made out of hard plastic, not foam, which I feel like it's probably more expensive to actually make it out of hard plastic than foam. But, and again, I wish they would have included the printing on the back of it. But half the time you get a big foam finger, it doesn't have printing on the back of it either. So what are you going to do, right? So very fun. Our last, but definitely not least, is our Ghoul Spirit Torelai. Now, like I said, Torelai is a little harder to come by. She is a Walmart exclusive, and for some reason, Walmart has not been great at getting their stock of these out. But oddly enough, she was actually the first Monster High doll that I actually encountered when the reboot launched. So I was able to get my Torelai before most of the population was able to get any of the dolls. So she was one of the ones that showed up first amongst everyone. So we've got a, not a bullhorn, but a yell horn or something like that. I can't remember what these are called. A spirit horn? But it's actually shaped like the Monster High skull. So that's kind of fun. Oh, should I just record videos like this? Just through the focal length of Monster High? This is my intro. Woo! And it does say Monster High on there in like yellow, which is a little funny. I don't know why. It just looks weird seeing a yellow bow on the Monster High skull for some reason. But still fun. And then, let's see. Do we have all of the other ones cut? I think so. Let's see if we can get... Oh, there's one on her tail. Hold on. I wondered why it wasn't lifting up as much. And then again, these, I'm not a fan of these staples. They don't make a... They do it on the neck for the boys. I don't know why they can't do it for the girls on the neck. It makes so much more sense. It's so much easier to get them out of the box. Like, these little staples create so much unnecessary plastic waste. Okay. So that is it for the box. So I can get this out of the way finally. And let's take a look at our Little Miss Torelai. Little Miss Nasty. So she has got a 2-piece version of the Monster High cheerleading or fear leading outfit. She has got these like yellow socks on that, like I said, leave big gaps in her shoes. So this would be something I would take off because it makes no sense as to why she has those. But in the show, Torelai's hair is about shoulder length, and it's just done in like kind of choppy layers. I don't know if that's just a really hard style for Mattel to pull off, or if it was a change that was made kind of last minute after the dolls had already begun production. But I really hope we get a short-haired Torelai pretty soon in one of these new releases. But again, because she's one of the more like antagonistic characters, I don't know how many releases we're actually going to get of Torelai. So we've got 2 already, this being the second one. So I don't know. But then again, in like, the first like 3 months of the release, we've already gotten 3 different versions of Deuce. So maybe it's going to be a little bit more of like a plethora of dolls that are being released this time around. But they're very fun. Oh, I was going to point out some more things about her outfit. So again, she's in the same kind of material that's a cotton blend. And it's not hemmed along this bottom raw edging with like the torn parts. It is hemmed on the bottom of the skirt though, so that's nice. It's not hemmed along the arms or the neckline. And it does have a different color palette. It has the black and white and pink, but it adds in this deep red where we get the like deep magenta on Draculaura's. So they're very cute. Now, the real question is it worth it from a collector's standpoint as far as unique faces and outfits? I think so. But again, that's usually up to the individual collector. I don't really think any of these outfits are super high quality. They're very good, but it's very much, you can tell these dolls are topped out at like probably about $5 per outfit. Like if some of these were fashion packs, I wouldn't be mad. Like if they want to charge $10 for a fashion pack for like the cheerleading outfit, I'd buy it, Like I'd love to get duplicates of Torelai's outfit if it just had like, black right there instead. And even some more of the casket ball uniforms would be really cool. So I think it's good. It's kind of interesting to see what's going on with all these accessories when you take them out of the box. There's not a whole lot to really critique about them because they're just there. But I think the star of this set is Draculaura and Frankie. Draculaura, because she's got these pom-poms, her cheerleading uniform is kind of on point. Her shoes are super cute. She's got a new like bow accessory. And everything just kind of works. It looks like a cheerleading uniform that's been modified for Monster High, which I'm okay with. My one request is, especially on material that this is made out of, to have hemmed edges. Just to cut off whatever chance there is of this stuff fraying like mad after it's been played with for a while. So I think Draculaura is my winner for my favorite doll of this set. Even though she's my third Draculaura already. Frankie is a close second because their hairstyle actually matches what's in the show in this doll. And they come with like the little foam finger. And I honestly wasn't expecting that skirt to be an individual piece. And because Frankie has a original styled body, it's going to be easier to put her outfits on other people. But again, the little lightning bolts in their sweater are kind of indicative of their theme. After Frankie, I would say that Deuce is my favorite, because the only thing I would change about him is his ugly sock things, and I might just trim those off with a nipper to create new shoes, but I don't know if I want to do that, just based on how kind of pricey that the dolls have gone. I am hoping that we get more boy dolls, because we've seen more boys introduced in the series so far. Episode 3 comes out tomorrow, Friday, November 4th, on Nickelodeon. It does also stream on the on YouTube so far. They've put all of the episodes up on YouTube, but I'm not sure if that's going to continue or if that was just to get people interested. But I have cable still because I'm, old, and because I like the Hallmark Channel, of all things. It is the best part of holiday seasons. And yes, I know all the plots are exactly the same. That's still comforting. Anyway, Deuce has got a lot going on, but those shorts are really easy to swap around with his other outfit pieces that he's had. His sweater is very, Monster High. It works for him. It adds in that snakeskin element without it overpowering the outfit because it's on the sleeves. The only thing I would change is the shoes. I don't know why they gave us, a spirit mascot mask, but it's a cool piece. I'm not going to complain about it. And it's got these really easy to replace hooks for when this elastic gives out. So, there's that. Cleo, I don't like her outfit, except for her shoes. Her shoes and her earrings, I think, are the only things that really, save it for me. Her headband is weird. Schools don't have headbands. I could see the foam finger, I could see the pennants. But the headbands with, the little alien ears, it doesn't make sense. I've never once seen those at a sporting event. But, and again, the fact that her dress just feels really cheap because it's made of this sparkly, vinyl, I don't love. And the fact that they didn't fully commit to this material, because on the back, it's a stretch cotton. But they were trying to do something. And again, they gave her a jacket that shows off her arms, because that's what every girl wants to wear, is mesh sleeves. But her shoes are really cute. I'll give them the shoes. The earrings are awesome. Her face is beautiful. I'm loving the face. I don't love the fact that they keep trying to give her tinsel hair. I think we should write a petition to Mattel to stop including tinsel in doll hair. There's got to be a different way to include it. A lot of hair is made out of plastic already. How can they not just make shiny, silver hair and do that instead of the tinsel? Or gold hair and do that instead? But it's getting away from me. I like her, but I would change her outfit. Or put something on the back of her jacket at least. That would have been nice, because it is a complete jacket. It's not like a Velcro on the back or anything like that. So, After her is Torelai, because she's just less common. And it's going to be a great way for people to get Torelai who didn't get her in the initial release, because Walmart has not restocked Torelai online since she was initially released. And I don't even know if they had her listed online for very long before she sold out. But this is a good way to get her at a little bit of lower price. You don't get the same outfits that she had, which is kind of a shame. But I've always loved her in the cheerleading outfit because it just looked a little bit more fun. But again, what really puts it off for me is the poorly matched socks. The yellow doesn't go anywhere on her outfit. Why they didn't just give us white socks? Or black? Black would have made it a little bit better. But they gave us neon yellow. There's no neon yellow anywhere on any of these outfits. It's literally the only thing that is yellow. So that irks me. And in last place, we have Clawdeen. Clawdeen is unfortunate in the fact that I think she's kind of supposed to be the star of the series, and that things are just not popping off her way. Her hair is too matted, and again, that's not unfixable. It's just, it's irritating that you have to fix it. Her little accessory up here, her little like headband, is cute. I don't understand the glasses, but I get it. And the fact that like she wears glasses in the series, so you have to give her like some sports glasses. And then this, I would have rather this had been this material. If you're going to include like a knee pad sleeve thing, and the same thing for our little like sweat cuff, like they already gave us something that was made out of sweatband material, and then they put the other two like sweatband things as plastic pieces. That doesn't make any sense to me. Then this should have been plastic too, because you could have made it this kind of texture and people would have immediately known what it was. And the fact that her little socks are the same way as Torelai's. They fit a little bit better just because she doesn't have cutouts in her shoes. Her shoes are flat all the way across, so that's a little bit better. But the fact that it's just so many other things that need to be fixed with her, it's just one of those. And I don't love that they keep giving her socks, even in the deluxe doll, because it covers up her hairy legs. Which is kind of one of those things for Clawdeen, that she's, going more natural in her werewolf look instead of being, wax smooth somehow, even though she's a werewolf. So, I don't know. It's cute. This is kind of made out of jersey material. Again, I wish the bottom of this was hemmed, because they hem it at the neck on this one, which is nice. But they don't hem it at the bottom of the shorts or the bottom of the shirt. But it is two pieces. The shorts are elastic at least, which is nice. Big logos. No numbers on the back. Which, I get it because they have to do the Velcro, but like a jersey is supposed to have numbers on the back. So, that's why Clawdeen is my least favorite of these dolls. But that is really not to say that there's anything wrong with any of these dolls that would prevent me from wanting them. It's just, I point out the things to y'all that I think if you're looking at buying a more expensive set, you should have the facts, because you know what you're buying at that point. Because they cheated the back of a lot of these outfits to us, and really just kind of gave us the bare minimum on some of these, which is fine, but I could see these being released as budget dolls individually, going for like $19, and it would have sold out anyway. So I wouldn't put it past them to release some of them individually in the coming months. But I think this is a great set to have. It's going to be a great Christmas present. Hopefully these will show up in stores in a plethora. That is my goal. Like, we could not get rid of the Rainbow High big, like, 6-packs or the LOL 6-packs that were around last Christmas. They stayed around till, like, March in some places. So I'm hoping Mattel gets that same kind of inventory through. But based on how things have been going so far, Mattel is having an issue with its stock, because things are selling out immediately. I have been looking and looking, and I live in a big metropolitan city, and I've checked a lot of Targets, a lot of Walmarts, a lot of other places. I have not seen one pre-production or a real drama doll. Not that I really wanted them, because I wasn't a huge fan of the proportions for the Gen 1 bodies, but I wanted to get some of the real drama ones just because I like the little like black and white aesthetics, because it's fun. And that's a great way to loop in the adult collectors. But there hasn't been a chance to collect any of them because they sell out immediately to scalpers. So, if you're like me and you want to find things in stores, it's been a rough couple of months for Monster High. But I am looking forward to everything they're going to produce. I cannot wait to get my hands on the full Creepover doll set. I'm really excited to get Twyla because she is going to be the first doll after the initial wave that's a new face. So I'm hoping to see more of what they offer as far as the ancillary characters. So if you guys have any questions on this set, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.